Hi everybody, this is Lady Sweetheart and I am so excited today to bring you the very first video of my brand new Sims 4 challenge, the Wife Swap Challenge. I did do a separate video talking about the rules, so if you're interested in knowing exactly what they are and seeing an overview, I am going to link that in the description. I will also link the actual printout of the rules, but instead of taking the time up for this video, I just wanted to kind of focus on actually playing the challenge. So as you can see, we are here in the Goth household. It is early on a Friday morning and the wife swap is about to go down. So of course, Mortimer wants to say goodbye to his beloved wife, Bella, who we will be swapping into another Sims 4 home. So let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and do that. So the family that we are going to be doing the swap with today is none other than the Pancakes. So we're going to bring Eliza on over to the Goth mansion and we're going to be sending Bella over to Bob Pancakes. I think this is going to be so fun. And I'm hoping a little bit chaotic too. So the way I'm going to be doing this one is I'm going to be splitting up my day ones and day twos. So like we'll spend one day here with all the day one rules with the Goth household and Eliza, and then we'll do the day one the next sim day with Bella and Bob, and then we'll come back to this one for day two and vice versa. So hopefully that makes sense. So I did go ahead and prepare ahead of time that Eliza is now working as an intelligence researcher, which was Bella's job before the swap. So she should be going to work today at 7. It's about 5 in the morning right now. You will also notice that I did make over these families. I gave them makeovers. If you follow me on Twitter, I did share those pictures on Twitter. So it looks like Mortimer is coming out to check on Eliza and see how breakfast is coming along. And it looks like he's already complaining at her a little bit. But it's nice that Mortimer and Cassandra decided to come out and say hello. And it looks like we already might have a little sign of trouble because before school, Alexander is still not dressed and ready for school. He might be rebelling a little bit at the strange lady being in the house instead of his mom. I wouldn't have expected the Goths to be this warm and welcoming to an outside person, but they apparently are. And somehow, Eliza has managed to make excellent quality eggs and toast. So maybe she's been watching Bob cook all these years? I'm not really sure. But somehow she's managed to pass her first test, filling in for Bella in the Goth household. But Eliza must be off to work, filling in for Bella as an intelligence researcher, and I think she's feeling pretty good so far about her ability to step in and replace Bella Goth, which, let's face it, would be a pretty intimidating prospect if you were a sim. I feel like the Goth family is about as close to royalty as you can get in The Sims 4, and if the Goth family is royalty, well, obviously Bella is the queen. And it looks like Alexander still hasn't gotten dressed for school. So Alexander finally is off to school. He's only about 15 minutes late, but I sort of feel like he might struggle a little bit with this whole thing of his mom being gone. And Mortimer is actually off of work for the day, and there's not really much I can do with just him here, so I will go ahead and resume once everyone gets back. It's now 3 o'clock and everyone comes home at the same time. Cassandra seems to be over it already. And Mortimer has just spent the day catching up on his reading and his writing, and he's in a pretty good mood. Interestingly, Cassandra decides she wants to ask Eliza for advice as soon as she gets home. Maybe this is more of a girl type of thing, or maybe this is a little bit of a test for Eliza. Anger management. Sometimes I get so angry that I don't know what to do with myself. You know, Eliza would tell her to do a workout because I feel like we always see Eliza Pancakes running around in the game. Oh my gosh, Eliza and that walk. I never really noticed that she walks that way. But Eliza, having the neat trait, with the standards that she has for cleanliness, comes home to what she feels like is a dump and can't help but proceed to clean as soon as she gets home. I mean, it doesn't look too bad to me, but what do I know? But Mortimer looks like he could use a little bit of socialization, and I can't make him talk to his kids. Now, they can talk to him autonomously, like it looks like Alexander's doing. But if I want to have him initiate conversation, I do have to have him do that with Eliza. So he's going to come over and give her a heartfelt compliment. And it looks like that fulfilled one of his whims. So we do have one of our whims for today fulfilled. Maybe as Mortimer talks to Eliza, he will get... Was that a flirtation? What?
Hold up.
What? Are you kidding me? And I didn't do that. You guys saw. Eliza freaking Pancakes has just initiated woohoo with Mortimer Goth on the very first day of the swap. Oh, in Cassandra's bed. Are you kidding?
Hold up.
Are you kidding me? I feel like Eliza didn't understand. Did someone see it at that? Oh my gosh, this poor child. Alexander. And now, okay, tell me Cassandra's not come. Really? Both of their kids, well, both of the kids walked in to see their dad woohoo with someone who is not their mom. I feel like Eliza didn't quite understand that as part of the wife swap, that wasn't exactly the role that she had to fulfill. I feel like Eliza was a little bit confused on what types of tasks she needed to take on. But I guess Alexander doesn't care about his father woohooing someone else because he's just caring about a missing toy right now. Oh my gosh. Maybe he doesn't understand. He's a little kid. Maybe he didn't quite understand what was going on, but I bet you Cassandra does. But yeah, Miss Eliza Pancakes. Eliza, that wasn't quite among the tasks that we expected you to take on for Bella today. And it's Love Day. I have always thought that Mortimer and Bella were like so in love with each other, but maybe I was wrong. Mortimer, maybe you are not the good guy that I thought you were. Could not resist the allure of Eliza Pancakes. I like too that they're in here talking right in front of her and she's trying to sleep. Yeah, what I did do was I assigned her to Alexander's bed. If you do this challenge, you can handle the sleeping situations however you want. I just thought that was easier, and then Alexander can sleep in the double bed with his dad. Alexander is embarrassed. It says it's from a privacy violation, but I think he's embarrassed that his dad would woohoo with freaking Eliza Pancakes. I think a lot of us can understand that, Alexander. But it is almost 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to go ahead and resume with you in the Pancakes household with Bella and Bob, as that wraps up day one here in the Goth household. So it's the next day, and we are now in the Pancakes house, joining Bob, who has just woke up. And did he get this strange premonition of what his wife Eliza has done? No, it turns out Bob just woke up hungry, which I have a feeling happens a lot for Bob. We know he loves his pancakes. In the meantime, Bella, trying to take from Eliza's schedule, is not working and sleeping in. Nice, Bob, nice. And he is going down. It says he's going to cook grilled cheese, but no, you have to cook pancakes, Bob. And so just like when we went to the Goths yesterday, today we are going to be controlling Bob because he is the sim who has lived here. Bella has just woken up, 8 a.m. being sleeping in for her. And I think it's kind of funny that it says she had an awful holiday. I mean, if your husband cheated on you with Eliza Pancakes on Love Day, you would probably have an awful holiday too. And now you also have to put up with Bob Pancakes. So life's not looking too great for Bella. Also, I think it's important to note that Bob did not flush the toilet or wash his hands before he came down to make these pancakes for him and Bella. As I said, Bella is really not having the best morning, but she has come down to talk to Bob. I can't control her, but I can look and see what she does, just as she's chatting. I'm gonna have him call to a meal. So he and Bella are eating the pancakes that he made. Oh, share melancholy thoughts. That's right, Bob, I believe, is a gloomy sim. And she is a goth, so I would imagine she's used to gloomy thoughts. But Bob does have work today, I believe. He is a caterer, and he does go in at 3 o'clock. And we can't control Bella, so this is probably going to be a short day here in the Pancakes house. I mean, obviously I'll play the full day because that's the rule, but there probably won't be anything else to show you once he goes to work. So what are some of his whims? Okay, he wants to cloud gaze with her. So I am going to have him cloud gaze because we are supposed to do at least one whim every sim day. I actually wanted to try to do more when we were with the Goths, but I was just so floored by what happened with Eliza and Mortimer, I sort of forgot. But these two are going to go cloud gaze, and it's not the romantic kind of cloud gaze, even though Miss Bella is flirty. It's just the innocent, friendly cloud gazing. That's what Bob wanted to do, so I let him. So I think Bob is just taking this time to get to know Bella and kind of give her an idea of what the household routine is like. You know, basically Eliza doesn't work. She sleeps in. Bob does the cooking. Bob goes to work in the afternoon, and Eliza is basically free to spend her days however she wants. And she does stick to a pretty rigid cleaning schedule, so I believe that's probably new for Bella. I would imagine the Goths are the type that have a housekeeper come in and clean. But Bella is telling Bob that's a lot more relaxing than what she's used to because, as we said in the Goth household, Bella is used to being the one that gets up early, gets everything ready in the morning, gets breakfast fixed, makes sure that Alexander is all ready for school, and then goes into work herself. So this is a much slower paced type of life than what she is used to. Somebody is getting a call. Eliza's calling Bob. Seriously? Well, we can't go over there. That's not part of the challenge. But I do want to see if there are any other interactions. He wants to talk about his dreams. And I feel like this is a good interaction for Bob because I get the feeling that, I don't know, it's just an idea of what I get from Eliza and Bob's dynamic is I would guess that Eliza, I don't want to say she crushes dreams, but I think she's probably the type of sim who's like, I don't want you to spend time on your dreams. I want you to be practical. And I could see Bob being the type who is a little bit of a dreamer. Maybe he wants to own his own restaurant one day. They only have 16,000 simoleons, so if he wants that, he's got a ways to go. But he is getting up to talk to her about his dreams. He wants to share photos. Bella may show signs of the innocent personality, but we know her husband isn't. So yeah, I think he's probably showing her photos of him and Eliza, trying to give her a little bit of an idea of what their life is like. He does want to flirt with her, though. That's one of his whims. She's accepting it, too. That surprises me. I would not think that Bella Goth would accept flirtation from Bob Pancakes. But y'all, she just did. Bob, of course, wants to watch a little bit of TV before he goes into work this afternoon. He's a little bit of a couch potato. And he decides to watch some horror movie. Probably not what I would decide to watch before I went in to cook for everybody as a caterer. But it's what Bob Pancakes wants. But Bob is off to work. So I am going to go ahead and pause recording because I'm just going to be home with Bella. I can't control her since it's day one. That's not going to be interesting to watch at all. So I will pick back up with you when we get back to the Goth household. Okay, so we are back in the Goth household. It is early on Sunday morning. It's also the first day of summer, and this time we will be controlling Eliza. Now, Eliza does not have work today, so Eliza will be home all day. Mortimer, however, does work today, so today it looks like it's going to be a day where Eliza spends a good portion of the day at home with the kids. So that should be interesting. But as we talked about when we went to the Pancakes household, Eliza is used to sleeping in the morning. And this time, things are all going to be done according to how Eliza wants them. So of course, she's taking the opportunity to sleep in, leaving Alexander and the rest of the household to fend for themselves for breakfast. And yeah, Eliza is pregnant, guys, and she is in her second trimester, so it's definitely Mortimer's child. I figured there'd be a little bit of tea and drama, but I didn't think there was going to be this much tea and drama. So today we're going to focus on Eliza's whims. She wants to search for vampire information on the computer. That's very interesting. And buy an object worth $500. Well, that makes sense, knowing what we know about Eliza. I feel like maybe Eliza has the materialistic trait. Yeah, she does. So it totally makes sense. And I feel like being in a mansion like this would only enhance that desire that she has for money. In fact, thoughts are forming. Maybe Eliza did this on purpose to try to get at some of the Goth money. Maybe she's going to be blackmailing Mortimer about this baby. Is Eliza that much of a mastermind? I don't know. It looks like Cassandra's still sleeping though, but Alexander is up, so can she do anything with him? Invite to feel the baby. Oh my gosh. That would be so cold. But I feel like especially with Mortimer gone at work, Eliza just might do that. Of course, that doesn't mean he's going to know it's his dad's, but we know that it is. He's telling her off. Go, Alexander. Your dad might not have your mom's best interests at heart, but little Alexander sure will stick up for his mama. You know, I liked Alexander before, but I think I like him even more now. Where is Cassandra? Because I'm gonna see if she can come over and talk to her. Gush about partner. Yeah, which one? Okay, she's gonna come over and gush to Cassandra about her partner. Oh, she's hugging her. Interesting. Maybe Cassandra doesn't like her mom. The plot thickens. What is this vampire stuff? Okay, fine. Praise the vampire lifestyle, Eliza. I guess Eliza Pancakes wants to become a vampire now. Oh, Eliza, you have to go use the toilet. Which Alexander came in right when she needed to go pee. I feel like he did that on purpose, guys. I wish I could control Alexander today because I would have him do all these mean things to Eliza. I feel like he wants to. Like, I think Cassandra might possibly be on Team Eliza. But I think it's safe to say that Alexander is squarely on Team Bella. Oh my gosh, she has to clean the toilet right after she uses it, but I think maybe you should take a bath, Eliza. But let's pay attention to her whims. She wants to search for vampire information. I don't know about all that. She wants to meet someone new. Eliza, I think you've met enough new people, if you catch my drift. She wants to chat with someone. Well, we can definitely do that. I feel like the real beef is between her and Alexander. I'm gonna have her come down and talk to him. Have her share the big news with him. I mean, hopefully she doesn't include the fact that it's Mortimer's. Oh my gosh, she's got such a belly already too. You know what? Let's have her buy an object worth 500 simoleons. I feel like Eliza is the type that when she's doing this wife swap thing and Mortimer is away at work, she would spend the Goth money. I mean, I feel like she would. I mean, the Goths need a hot tub, don't they? Let's put it out on their deck here. And of course they would get a black hot tub. Although they live in Willow Creek and it rains a lot, I feel like they should get the covered one. You know, the one that caused all the scandal for the 20th anniversary of Sims. We've had a lot of scandal in this house, so it's only appropriate. So while Mortimer was at work, Eliza was busy at spending Mortimer's money. Now she wants to buy an object worth 1,000. Eliza just wants to be spending the money here. That's all she wants to do. So Eliza's getting hungry already, you know, the whole pregnancy thing. So I'm going to have her come down and make some lunch. And this time she has tried to burn the house down. I guess this is where it's good that she's pregnant, because I know it won't let pregnant Sims die. She doesn't look very happy with Eliza now. Poor Alexander is scarred. He's probably saying, you know, Mom would never set the kitchen on fire. He's definitely not impressed with Eliza. And Mortimer just got home from work. We're going to have her share the big news with him. That was the first thing that came up when I had her click on him. I don't know how old Morty's going to feel about it, but you know, you should have thought of that before you decided to go places you're not supposed to go. He didn't seem like he was all that happy about it. She does want to do hot tub woohoo, but she doesn't have a high enough relationship with him to do that. So I think you're going to have to try something different, Eliza. She wants to kiss someone. I mean, let's just see how it goes. Oh my gosh, is he gonna go for it? I think he's gonna go for it. Wow, Morty. I'm just glad the kids aren't around to see all of this. But it is getting late and everyone seems to be ready to go to bed. So I'll go ahead and pick back up with you for our final day in the Pancakes house. So we are here for the final day of our wife swap challenge on a nice sunny summer Monday morning. Of course, Bella is not working because Eliza doesn't work, but Bob does have work today at 3 o'clock. So when he goes to work, since we do get to control Bella today, what I think I'll have Bella do, in addition to any whims she might have, is I think I'm going to have her spend the day doing some of the things that maybe Eliza would do in a typical day. I mean, you know, this isn't quite the level of luxury that Bella is accustomed to, but she seems to be trying to make the best of it that she can in Eliza's bathroom. Oh my gosh, and if this just doesn't break your heart, Bella is missing family. Wait till she finds out about the family that's to come. And Bella decides that since Bob was so kind to make her breakfast the other day, since Bob is taking the opportunity to sleep in, she's going to go ahead and make the breakfast this morning. You know, she's used to doing that with her family anyway. Well, she's made the breakfast, but Bob is still sleeping the day away. Bob finally decides to get up and stink up his bathroom. And oh my gosh, Bella wanted to chat with him, and she walked right into his bathroom. Not a very good idea, Bella. You're going to see things you don't want to see, Bella, and smell things you don't want to smell. But her social is getting low, and I think that Bob goes to work at like 3 o'clock. So if we want to get her to get some socialization in, oh my gosh, she wants to hook up with Bob. I'm very tempted to let her do it, considering what her husband did. She also wants to ask him a risque question. Bella, I don't know if that's going to go over well. You know what? We'll have her try it. I mean, what is this challenge if not? I don't think it's going to go over well, though, especially since he's uncomfortable. And they have, like, no romance. I found that ask a risque question does not tend to go over well with Sims. Yeah, I don't think he liked it. Would you have ever guessed that Bob Pancakes would turn down Bella Goth's flirtations? Would you have ever guessed that Mortimer would cheat on this queen with Eliza Pancakes? I think we've all gotten the tea that we didn't want from this video. Talk about overcoming your insecurities. You've got to be insecure after that. So she does want to flirt with someone. I'm assuming because she, you know, took that. I'm assuming because she's in a flirty mood. Wait, is he? He just flirted with her, I think. So why don't you flirt with him? It's going to be a disaster. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, I thought for sure since they've had these bad flirtations that it was not going to go well. But it did. Mortimer's asking her out on a date. The nerve. Help out. I wonder what that is. So help out. I've never had a sim have that come up. Oh, that's kind of sweet. I feel like he's gonna need that help, Bella, after he finds out what state Eliza's in. She wants to do a sexy pose, Bella. I mean, you know he's gonna like that. What sim wouldn't like Bella Goth doing a sexy pose for them? She wants to kiss his hands too. They have some romance. I was not planning to necessarily have any romance between these two, but I kind of feel like after what happened with Mortimer and Eliza, you know, they kind of deserve it. Let's just be honest. Hook up with Bob. Okay, I don't know how that's going to go. As you can tell, I'm sort of sticking with the more controversial options in this challenge. She does have a whim about him. She wants to make out with him. But that option I don't think comes up unless you're sitting down. So I don't see how we'd be able to do that before 3 o'clock when Bob goes to work. But there you have it. Both couples have ended up cheating on each other. If Bob is woohooing for the first time with Bella, I think that explains a lot of the troubles that Bob and Eliza are having in their marriage. I have to say, I also appreciate how this took place in Eliza's bed, of all places. But Bob is off to work, so that means since Bella doesn't have a job to go to, she's going to just kind of get a feel for what life is like for Eliza when Eliza's here. So I'm going to have her do some of the things that Eliza would possibly do when she's home alone. You know, like go jogging around the neighborhood. I mean, who of us doesn't see Eliza jogging around our Sims neighborhoods, no matter what town we put them in? It's not a Willow Creek thing. Eliza will find you. We also know that Eliza loves being the nosiest neighbor around, so we're going to have Bella do that too. We can't technically make her go anywhere, but she can definitely socialize with those that are walking around the neighborhood without breaking that rule. Bella, I had a very strange dream about you last night. We were at a party and you kept ignoring me. I wonder why. You know what? She's gonna say, explain why. Not like she's gonna explain, but like you explain, Mortimer. You tell me, dude. Oh my gosh, Mortimer. I feel like he's feeling some guilt. I know one of the rules is that they're not supposed to socialize with anyone else, but since Bob is gone, she can't socialize with him, and I honestly truly feel like this is an Eliza thing to do. She's also going to go clean, which, you know, is a very Eliza thing to do as well. It's 11 o'clock at night, and Bob just got home from work. And of course, the first thing he does is come in and watch television. She does still want to make out with him, though, so I'm going to have her sit down and do that. Oh my goodness, he's going to run away from us. Maybe Bob is feeling guilty about what happened with him earlier. She's trying to go to bed. It's midnight, so I think it's time to wrap this wife swap up. Technically, we're not done until 5 in the morning because that's when we started this whole thing. But since they're going to sleep, I don't think anything else interesting is going to happen.
Hold up.
Oh my goodness, I guess it has been 3 days, hasn't it? It's Tuesday morning, and I was just about to send Bella back to her house, and she named the baby Pepino Pancakes. Oh my goodness. So now that the swap is over, Bella has returned to her home at the Goth mansion the next morning. Of course, no one is happier to see her than Alexander, who we know missed her terribly during the time she was gone. Cassandra, however, doesn't seem to really care all that much. I'm telling you, I feel like there's definitely a tense relationship between Bella and Cassandra. But Mortimer has asked the kids to go inside because there's something that he wants to privately talk about with Bella. So I don't see where he has the option to confess to cheating, but what I am going to do is I'm going to have him express suspicions of closeness with Bob Pancakes. That's the closest I can do. But basically he's telling her all about what happened with Eliza, you know, like I cheated. And there's not really an option either for him to tell her about the child. So I think I'm just going to have him ask about children. So he has to confess to the fact that not only did he cheat with Eliza, but there's a new addition to the family now. without Bella having any kind of say in it at all. Ask about fertility. Well, we know that it actually works. But yeah, I'm going to have her express her suspicions about Eliza because, I mean, let's be honest, it's not suspicions now. But I think she's just giving him, you know, what for about the fact that he got someone else pregnant. I mean, it was only 4 sim days, and these two, their marriage has basically imploded in all of that time. So I think they're going to have to decide now what they want to do. Bella's partner cheated. Oh, this is good. At least this came up. Bella's partner confessed to having woohoo with another. What should Bella do? So what do we think the Goths would do? Honestly, not only did I feel that Mortimer and Bella had kind of a good love connection, but I feel like they're kind of in the public eye a little. Like I feel like they're kind of a family that people pay really close attention to. So I kind of think that they would try to make things work. I think they're going to give the relationship and her partner a chance. Ask him reasons for he cheated, and I think they're just having a conversation to try to figure out, you know, like obviously we've had some problems in our marriage if this has happened, so what can we do about it? We get to pick this too? Well, we can't say he was intoxicated because he definitely wasn't. I think of all the choices, I was going to say maybe he wanted to sleep with someone else for once, but considering Eliza is the one who initiated it, let's just say, hey, she seduced me and I failed to resist.
Kiss him?
And I'm also going to have her ask Mortimer to sever ties with Eliza. You know, they've decided they want to move forward with their marriage and try to make the most of things. They're going to go see a couples counselor, so you know, obviously to move on, he needs to sever his ties with Eliza. I don't know if it'll give us any kind of indication what he decides, but okay, it says, I'm leaving this behind. I'm leaving them behind. Let's start over. You're my partner. Don't worry about them anymore. They're a thing of the past. So, although Bella and Mortimer are both very upset, they both decided that they want to continue with their marriage. Let's go on and check on the Pancakes household. You know, with poor Bob, not only does he have to face up to what happened with Eliza, but he also has to face up to a new member of the household who also doesn't have a crib, because I didn't put a crib in the Pancakes house because didn't really expect there to be a baby from all of this. So I think the only logical thing to do in this case would be for Bob to express his suspicions. I mean, clearly it's more than suspicions. On Sim Timeline, it's obvious that she had this baby after any chance that it could have been Bob's. So I think it's something he pretty much knows.
Nargi Missakoy!
Eliza does not seem very apologetic about it. You're worrying over nothing? We're just friends?
Nope.
So I'm going to have Bob actually, especially after that response, I'm going to have him argue with her. Argue about cleanliness. You dirty, dirty lady. It's the closest thing I could find. But yeah, he's just giving her a piece of his mind because she wasn't even apologetic about having cheated on him. And Eliza, of course, is going to express her suspicions about him and Bella, like, you know, you never shower, Bob, and I can smell that lady's fancy perfume all over you. Peppino is very hungry. These two are too busy arguing to take care of Peppino, which I still can't believe that she named him that, but that's what she named him. Y'all need to kind of speed up this arguing because you need to feed your child. Also, Eliza is burning up in the sun, but I'm just going to pretend she's burning up from the burns that Bob just gave her. I don't know if they're going to end up reconciling here. I mean, it's obviously not going quite as well with these two. Eliza's partner cheated. Yeah, more like Bob's partner. I mean, they both cheated, but she cheated first. She's the one that had the baby, and I think she did it on purpose to get that Goth money. You know what? I think she would use this as an excuse. It's too painful and hopeless. Let's just break up. Hope I can get more of Mortimer's money that way. You know, I'm a woman who doesn't work, and I have this child with Mr. Mortimer Goth, so of course the courts are going to make him pay me money. Who are we kidding? Mortimer's going to be giving her hush money to keep this out of the public eye. I tell you, the Woohoo Wellness mod, I've had it in my game on and off, but like it really adds so much to the game because none of that kind of stuff is possible in the regular game, even if your partner does cheat, which I think is kind of crazy. So I think what I'm going to do really quick before we end this video is I am going to go ahead and age little Pepino, Pepino Pancakes. Like, it's such a comical name, I don't even want to change it. Like, we're just keeping it Pepino Pancakes. I venture to say most of us have never seen an Eliza Pancakes / Mortimer Goth child, so I think this will be interesting. Sure, he can be inquisitive, why not? Already, I feel like he looks much more like a goth than a Pancakes. No paternity test needed here. I feel like this definitely looks like it's a Mortimer Goth's son. He's cute though, little Pepino. But I am going to go ahead and end the episode here. I am not sure about whether or not I want to make this a regular series. That is going to kind of all depend on what you guys feel about it. I do, however, want to play this at least one more time. I have a really good idea of a couple that I would like to swap next time, and I think it will be just as hilarious, if not more. But also let me know, like, if you would like to see this more. I kind of like it because it doesn't really interfere with other series because it's like a one and done kind of thing. Like, we play it one video and it's completely done. But let me know if you do want to continue to see this, and also if so, like some ideas that you might have about couples we could swap. I would love to hear it. And don't forget, if you did enjoy it, to show the video some love, give it a like, and also don't forget to drop a comment below. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. Hope you have a great day or night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Would you